It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-around. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. Oh, and what a treat tonight. A battle royal between two powerhouses. This is the kind of marquee matchup that always seems to get the fans excited. Shaq, what are we in for tonight?
You know what, Ernie, when you're a great team, you want to establish your dominance over other great teams. This makes the matchup competitive. I want to see some elbows thrown, some flagrant fouls, some trash talking. Yeah, I want to see all that,
Why don't we
Ernie?
see good, clean...
Being on some shit.
What's up, man? Good to see you.
How's the family? CC good?
Yeah, she's good. They're all good. Nice knowing you have family to have your back all the time.
For sure. Got to keep that support system in place. Make a big difference over a long season. Good luck tonight, man.
Thanks, man. Hey, you know we're taking this one, right?
Not a chance, freak.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Houston Rockets here at home and an institution here. Capella's checked in. Trevor Booker comes in for Michael Beasley. Corey Brewer's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Mario Chalmers. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Shumpert comes in for Kevin Love. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for J.R. Smith. And Freak subbed in for Irving. On the court for Cleveland, Freak in at point guard. Channing Frye out there with LeBron James. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's Dellavedova in at the 2 spot. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of this one. That free throw, no good. Houston making a switch here. Moore's checked in. No luck that time either.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball.
We've got 1:28 left here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. With the teardrop, and the layup is good.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
And stolen by Booker. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. No good from Moore.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And that one's good. Freak.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Moore with the bucket.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control a team's transition.
And that one's good.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Stolen. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. James dishes to Dellavedova. They get the rebound. Now Beverly. Pass to Brewer. Puts up a 3. The shot misses. So as we end the first quarter, and LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it clear from the start what he expected. When someone like LeBron talks about what you need. And we're through the Both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break and have
Into the lineup, the
Cavaliers.
Freak.
Rockets trail by 5. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Chalmers in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Tries again. Got a hand on it. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against Indiana.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Beasley kicks to Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chalmers with it. Picked up by Love. Shot from the wing. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 5 points. That's on the bucket coming from Chalmers. James, the pass to Freak. Back to James. Cleveland moving it around. Now here's Freak, guarded by Harden. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Hakeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
Kicks it out to Ariza. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. That's now 8 points for Trevor Ariza.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
LeBron kicks to Freak. That 3 off the mark. Rockets trail by 4. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Houston. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Kevin Love. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Shumpert with the steal. Pushing it up.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now. And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up.
15 seconds left in the game. So on the floor for Cleveland. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Jefferson out there with Channing Frye. And it's Udrich. And it's Cowan in at the center. Here's Freak. Connects from 3-point range.
Settle down now. Settle down.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
So we see the Cavaliers.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. What are your thoughts, Kenny, on his game tonight?
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode.
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Miami Heat. For Miami, coming off a loss in the first game of the season, they'll no doubt be anxious to put tonight's contest in the win column and avoid an 0-2 start. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave. Financial responsibilities, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack of Shaq was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard my main man Dick Vitale say if Shaq leaves, he'll be the #1 pick. So I didn't want to go back, get hurt, and possibly drop.
Yeah, because you could have been #2 if you stayed a year, I'll tell you. But, this guy, Freak, because if you would have played in that era with Freak, I don't know, Shaq. This guy, he left school early, but he is something unique, different. But I thought bringing his skills to the NBA was big because that helps refine your game a little bit. He's ready. This guy was ready, Shaq.
I have an announcement. You know why he plays so well?
Why?
I'm his father.
Dun, 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 dun.
Love you, son. Congratulations.
And just before the game, the championship rings distributed to the players by NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. And a proud moment indeed for this team and their fans.
J.R. Smith. Tristan Thompson. Kevin Love. Kyrie Irving. LeBron James. Turn it up for the NBA champions.
It's game time in Cleveland as the crowd is filling up the Quicken Loans Arena. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against the Rockets in Houston.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they...
The Heat trail by 4. Richardson kicks to Weber. Bosch, the screen. Stoudemire outside. Cannot hit, and Cleveland will come the other way. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Freak. The shot no good. Bosch with some nice D. For Miami, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Richardson kicks to Weber. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Freak. Well, we all know that Freak changed sides recently, but it's a challenge he's up to and wanted it. It can be intimidating, Clark, to join a new team, but I think he's okay with it.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, he knows there are going to be some rough spots and a bit of a learning curve. But eventually things smooth out, and Freak knows how to fit in with the team, and this roster definitely looks stronger with him on it.
Richardson, no luck. Cleveland leading by 6. LeBron kicks to Shumpert. LeBron sets the screen for Shumpert. And a wide open look for Freak. No good on the triple. The Miami Heat comes into this one following a loss to Washington.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, you know, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys. And they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
The Heat have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And, you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
The Heat making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Here's Dellavedova. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Freak kicks to Fry. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and gameplay. Johnson the screen. Stoudemire dishes to Weber. He kicks to Winslow. 5 to shoot. Richardson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Guys, you know, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
There's a screen. Freak passes to Fry. And he lays it straight in. Fry's got his second basket of the night.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
The scoring. We sat down with Freak to discuss how he's handling the loss of his close friend. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Freak Clark and his family.
Without question. I mean, it's a really difficult.
We'll go with a different look here. Channing Fry's checked in for Thompson. James comes in for Kevin Love. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Smith. And Freak subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The Heat also changing it up. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Wash comes in for Johnson. And it's Richardson in for Weber. On the court for the Heat, we've got Stoudemire. Richardson is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Winslow, and it's Bosch in at the 4. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Shumpert. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And a look here at the Heat, how they ranked in the NBA last season. 3rd in fewest turnovers per game. 4th in steals. And they were in the top 10 in team scoring as well. This is a team that prides itself on its offensive firepower. And they get it done at that end of the court.
Yeah, and the stat I look to, though, is the low turnovers. They did such a great job of limiting their mistakes, really maximizing their opportunities offensively.
1:30 left in the first half. Unhindered, going all the way. And LeBron moves it down hard.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket, and don't let them set up the defense.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
Nice numbers from D. Wade. He has 14 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Shape up, shape up.
The Heat trail by 3. This is to Richardson. Stoudemire, the screen. James against Bosch. And the layup's good off the glass. Bosch has got 14 points.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Freak kicks to LeBron. Stolen by Bosch. Now, here's Wade. Not a lot of room. The feed to Winslow. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And the turnovers will kill you. I mean, that's been their undoing thus far.
Yeah, they came in strong, Greg, but all those mistakes have caused them to fall behind right now.
And he drops it in from the low post. And now it's a 4-point Miami lead.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
And the basket good. And a pretty tightly can. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Shumpert comes in for Kevin Love. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Smith. And Freak subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Miami, Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. Freak in at point guard. LeBron James is out there with Iman Shumpert. Then there's Channing Frye, and it's Dellavedova in at the 2 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Back to Weber for the tie. It's hauled in by Frye. The Cavaliers leading by 3. And here's Freak. He has 5. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Weber with it. Takes a 3. And no good trying to get that one. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Winslow is out there with Johnson. Then it's Weber. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Whiteside in at the center position. We see the Cavaliers get the win here.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith without LeBron James.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a...
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening.
Let's take them back. Yeah, 94. As the preacher takes the pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below spit. 7.
Plus a sneak peek at what's to come in 2K17.
You know, the other thing that we get to do next year is
Tune in. On today's season finale episode of NBA 2K TV, we have the second annual Hey Guys Awards with some amazing prizes for you.
Oh, word? That's what's up.
Plus a sneak peek at what's to come in 2K17.
You know, the other thing that we get to do next year is
Tune in now. On today's season finale episode of NBA 2K TV, we have the second annual Hey Guys Awards with some amazing prizes for you.
That's what's up.
Plus a sneak peek at
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson, and trick-or-treating door-to-door with me tonight are Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Happy Halloween, everybody. It's very
Trick-or-treat, give me something good to eat.
Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland comes into this one after the win against the Heat at American Airlines Arena. A great win for them, and they rose to the occasion and pulled off the upset, riding high right now. And the ghouls and goblins are out as we're hosting here on Halloween night. Oh, that is very scary, Shaq. I see you decided not to dress for the occasion.
Well, when you're 7 feet and as sexy as I am, you don't need a costume. Plus, I took my kids trick-or-treating before I came here. Ernie, father duties.
Wow. I just remember the worst trick that I ever got in the bag.
Trick in the
on
bag?
Trick-or-treat. Yeah, it was the worst
trick in the bag.
The worst trick in the bag I've ever got. I opened up the can.
Welcome, everyone. We have a very special treat for you here. No trick. It's the NBA on Halloween. It's a special October 31st matchup. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. On the floor for the Celtics. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Amon Shumpert has come in for Kevin Love. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Smith. And Freak subbed in for Irving. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Freak in at point guard. Amon Shumpert is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Frye in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Dishes it to Turner. Fires for three. No good. And Cleveland the other way now. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
The first free throw is good.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And that is always a good recipe for offensive efficiency and a key to their lead tonight.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Exactly. I mean, that's what's helped them build this early lead.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
.139 left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to Rozier. Celtics passing it around. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Smart.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. And he's good on the three ball.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Freak dishes to LeBron. He feeds it to Freak. LeBron kicks to Freak. Tries a three. The shot misses. Now Boston takes it the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, the bench production in that game was terrific. Points from multiple sources.
Yeah, everybody that stepped on the floor played and made a contribution, and that's always a positive thing. I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Dellavedova kicks to Freak. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
For Boston, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. That's good from Rozier. Celtics trail by 12. On the court for Cleveland. Freak in a 2-guard. Kevin Love out there with Smith. Then it's Thompson, and it's Irving at the 1. Out to the right wing. Here's Crowder. That one's good from the corner. Crowder's got his first points of the night.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And that one's good. Freak.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Shot's good by Turner.
Well, that's a lot of good passing out there. They've really got that ball hopping around.
Yeah, the ball moves a lot faster than any player could ever hope to move, and it also creates a lot of good scoring chances when your passing is this crisp.
And really deep through that time. That's 7 points for Freak.
Well, they're not afraid to just let it fly from here. They didn't have as much success in the first quarter, but with this lead, they're looking to extend it with the three-point shot.
Olynyk sets a screen for Turner. And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his third foul so far. Matthew Dellavedova. And so we conclude the...
Here we go.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. And the Celtics making a change here. Rozier's checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Freak's checked in. Turner is out there with Amir Johnson. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Isaiah Thomas. And it's Rozier in at the 2-guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And that one's good. Freak.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Here's Rozier, covered by Irving. Shot clock at 6. And the pass to Thomas. Cannot hit. James with some nice D.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
It's a pick by Love. Here's Freak. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Freak's got 12 points in the game.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And the basket by Thomas.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Irving with it. He's got 17. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight. Celtics trail by 17. Pass to Johnson. The feed to Thomas. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
They get it back.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
And those rebounds lead the team. I mean, he's been the tone setter for him today in terms of work ethic and glass eating.
1:16 left in the third. There's a good screen. Thomas gets a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Thomas got 13.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Both teams deciding to change it up. 1:31 left in the fourth. The Cavaliers leading by 20.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for James. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Amon Shumpert is out there with Channing Frye. And it's Udrich, and it's Cowan, and at the 5 down low.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
Used the screen and took it all the way.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Udrich, the pass to Freak, puts up a 3. Cannot hit. Now here's Thomas. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't...
Kevin, you got
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before. But it never gets old. A textbook example. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, their first time playing these guys this season. A year ago, going 1-2. They'd like to improve on that this go-around. And you hear Kyrie Irving's name, and you think of a playmaking point guard. But he is as deadly a shooter, Kenny, as anyone in the league from time to time.
I mean, the guy won a three-point contest,
yeah.
So no surprise there. You know, he's averaged, 2 to 3 three-pointer shots made in the last couple of seasons. Now he's quick.
Let's meet your Cleveland Cavaliers starting lineup. Starting at shooting guard, the other guard.
We've got basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one. Channing Fries checked in for Tristan Thompson. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Smith. And Freak subbed in for Irving. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. And it's Smith. Then there's Okafor. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Now here is Smith. Just could not put it together in that loss to San Antonio. He dishes it to Okafor. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 6 points for Jahlil Okafor.
Yeah, sloppy D there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Extremely untidy on the defensive end. I mean, when he gets it in that close, that's an easy bucket.
And a wide open look for Freak. The three-pointer no good. The 76ers have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Passes it to Okafor. He nails it, and we're tied up. Okafor's got 8.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Oh, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for Kevin Love. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. There's a screen by Noel. Smith kicks to Noel, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
LeBron outside, fires the 3. Offensive rebound, Fry. Lays it up and banks it in. Fry's got his first basket of the night.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. There are a lot of big names to deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. He told me planning for LeBron is a headache because he can do so much on the floor, saying there isn't a hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for LeBron.
Thanks again, Doris. Smith dishes to Noel. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. No good on that one.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. The Cavaliers leading. Now Freak 20 points for him last game against Boston.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good, Freak.
Take a look at the game for Freak. He already has 9 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's a screen by Noel. Smith kicks to Noel. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Noel's got 5 now.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Freak with it. He's got 9. Dishes to Shumpert. Three-pointer. There's the bucket. Good. Shumpert's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates. Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations. We'll go with a different look here. Channing Fries checked in for Tristan Thompson. James comes in for Shumpert. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Smith. And Freak subbed in for Irving. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the lengthy duo of Noel and Embiid down low. Then there's Grant, and it's Smith, and it's Palmer in at the shooting guard position.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Yeah, looking to turn things around here, Greg, and cut into this lead.
And Freak throws it down.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. James, the pass to Dellavedova. Good, and the assist goes to James.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Cleveland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And he goes in for the dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Here's Smith. Unloads. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Freak. Rebound by Smith.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
And that one's good. Noel.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Here's Palmer. They get the rebound. Here's Embiid. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
And that does it for the...
Kevin...
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one team. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Love. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Smith. And Freak subbed in for Kyrie Irving. LeBron and Thompson are up front. Freak is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Shumpert in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Embiid is at the elbow. 1:31 left in the third. The pass to Noel. 6 to shoot. The 76ers with another miss. Cleveland leading by 15. Pass to Freak. In the corner, it's James. He kicks it to Freak from deep. The shot no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing, just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
The 3-ball. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one. The 76ers trail by 16. There's a screen by Noel. Kicks it to Covington. This one for 3. The shot will not go. Excellent D there from Freak.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
The 76ers have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Inside, Covington with the bucket. Covington's got 5.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
The drive by Thompson, and that's good for 2 as he grabs the feed. Well, through 3 quarters. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. The new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for the 76ers. Noel comes in for Robert Covington. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Okafor out there with Nerlens Noel. Then it's Reed. Then there's Embiid.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Shoots a 3. And it's Freak missing. Philadelphia shooting well. 50% from the floor.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
In what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one tonight against the 76ers.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Kevin Love. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
There's 38 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Second chance shot, and Embiid pulls it down. And stolen by Udrih. And Udrih with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
This sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
From past the arc, and he hits it from deep. 3 points there from Freak.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Kevin Love. The 4th quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
How much would every team like to have
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille.
Oh, word? That's what's up.
Plus a sneak peek at what's to come in 2019.
You know, the other thing that we get to do next year is
Now.
Show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland. They've had a lot of success early on in the season and have been able to string together some excellent games. You'd have to say their overall approach has been well thought out and has been validating those high expectations coming into the season. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq, what did you like in a coach, and what set the good ones apart?
Well, my coach had to be a triple OC. He had to be over calm, over cool, over collective. Especially with all the media whirlwind in L.A., Phil Jackson is that guy. He kept things cool and collected in the locker room. He was a triple OC.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, here's Freak. He had 19 points in the win against Philadelphia. To the middle, here's LeBron. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting in Cleveland.
The first free throw is good.
Two shots.
And both free throws good for James.
Thank you, Cleveland!
1:44 left to play in the first. Now here's Smart. Defense right on him. Crowder kicks to Zeller. Pass to Mickey. Clock at 6. Thomas dishes to Smart. Puts it up. Kept alive by Boston. Outside Thomas. Here's Mickey. Feeds to Crowder. Here's Smart. Plays it up and banks it in. And 1:01 left in the first quarter of the game. James a screen on Thomas. Here's Freak. Off the mark and a bad shot there. Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. LeBron outside. Fires from deep. That is good. James has got 5 now.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And here is Thomas. 20 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
The scoring fast and furious. And Amir Johnson resigned in Toronto. He's been a big part of this team for years, and he talked about their great fan support in Toronto. A lot of fans south of the border in the U.S. Here's we'll go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. LeBron comes in for Shumpert. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Smith. And Freak subbed in for Kyrie Irving. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Freak is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Frye in at the center. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Dishes it to Freak. 3 on the clock. From beyond the arc. That's in there. Love with the assist. Freak's got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Pick by Zeller. Outside Thomas. Lets it go from 11. Cannot hit. And Cleveland the other way now. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. James with the bucket. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
There's the pick. Pick by Zeller. Thomas kicks to Smart. It's deflected. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. That's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
There's 45 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Thomas passes to Zeller. Will it go? And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Here's Freak.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. As long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
The Cavaliers have gone 9 of 13 from the line. Free throw good. Freak. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 27 seconds left now here in the second. The Celtics have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
And last season, 77% from the line. They usually get the job done there.
And he makes both free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Cleveland's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. It's a pick by Love. Now, Freak. 5 points in the game, but they recover it. Dellavedova from outside. The shot is off. With 1 on the clock, can't get it to go. And so it's a close game.
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson, and after that first half.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Shumpert comes in for Kevin Love. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for J.R. Smith. And Freak subbed in for Irving. On the floor for Boston. Smart and Bradley the guards. Jay Crowder out there with Mickey. And it's Zeller in at the 5. Now here's Bradley. Defense is right there. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Bradley's got 7 points in the game.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Shumpert gets a wide open look. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. And the Cavaliers lead by 11. Celtics have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Smart with the ball. He's got 7. Pass to Mickey. 6 on the shot clock. Zeller, a screen on James. Fades. Shot by Crowder, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Mickey. He dishes it to Crowder. That one wide left.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Now here's Smart. Down low. Here's Bradley. Plays it up and banks it in. Bradley's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Boston.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator, but I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
Freak in a 2-guard. Channing Frye out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Udrich. And it's Cowan and at the center filling out the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Kevin Love with a strong double-double, points and rebounds. He was a force that was not going to be denied with his efforts both on offense and defense.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.
On today's season finale episode of NBA 2K TV, we have the second annual with some amazing prizes for you.
Oh, word? That's what's up.
Plus a sneak peek at what's going on in 2K17.
You know, the other thing that we get to do next year is
Tune in now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. Well, these two teams met last year in the playoffs, the Cavs and Bulls. One of the more exciting matchups in the league. Beyond what's at stake in the standings, Kenny, did these teams just not like each other?
That's funny, because we've seen some confrontations before, and this is always intense and fierce. There's a legitimate beef going on. Anytime these teams come together, something other than basketball is on their minds.
You know, part of it is that LeBron always seems to be in the way of the Bulls in the Eastern Conference. In order to be a champion, you got to beat the champion. And everything, especially in the East, got to go through the King.
That does it for us. Kevin Harlan standing by with the call. Kev.
Everyone is in their seat here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. It's the Chicago Bulls facing the NBA. And here are the Cavaliers now. 4-point game. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Butler in the corner. A floater. It's rebounded by Cleveland. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. Two top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seeding.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in, and the Bulls making a change also. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Rose. Butler kicks it to Noah. And the rejection by Love. But they'll get another chance. Clock at 6. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some. Mirotic has got himself on the board with 3 there.
That is in the gym range, partner. Kevin, he can pull up and knock it down from anywhere. You hear me? From anywhere.
And you know there's really no bad shot for a guy like him when he's firing a 3 like that.
On the wing, Shumpert. To the wing right side. Love the pass to Freak. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Chicago's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Butler, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert. Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Well, wide open look for Love. Good on the triple. Love's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Cavs.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Felton attacking. Jefferson with the double team. Noah, good. And a nice assist from Felton.
I liked his composure there under pressure as he was being double teamed. Terrific pass.
Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against Miami.
And in that game, they did damage in a variety of ways. They were more or less unstoppable offensively.
Showed off all of their weapons and resources at that end of the floor. Really just put on a marvelous show.
Noah the screen. Butler attacking. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
You know, after starting the game 0 for 3, you know he was just desperately looking for that one to fall.
Freak dishes to Love. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now, here's Felton. Tight defense on him. Noah the screen. Mirotic has a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. There's Freak. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first. And before the game, Star Center Joakim Noah talked about the intensity of this Chicago Bulls team. You know, I think Joakim can certainly make a case. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. Mirotic is checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Raymond Felton. Taking a look at the Bulls, Rose is the one with Butler is the two. Portis is out there with Mirotic, and it's Noah in at the center position.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And that one's good. Free.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Kicks to Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 7 points for Rose.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
51 seconds left in the first half of the game. No good from Fry.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Bulls shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the first one drops.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And so Mirotic nails both of them.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Freak kicks to Love. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Shumpert passes to Love. Now here's Freak. He's got 8. Releases. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Hold on, what? Wolf ball.
Now Rose. A 14-point game for him in the win against Miami.
And defensively, guys, he was just all over the place, forcing turnovers and applying terrific ball pressure.
And we're through the first half of basketball.
Hey, Kevin.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away. Here's will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Johnson. Mon Shumpert has come in for Kevin Love. Freaks checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Udrich in for Matthew Dellavedova. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Joakim Noah is checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. Mirotic is checked in for Mike Dunleavy. That's Felton in for Rose. Freak in at shooting guard. Channing Frye out there with LeBron James. And it's Udrich and it's Shumpert in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. James dishes to Freak. James sets the screen for Freak. Back to LeBron. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
And James drills them both. 1:46 left to play here in the third. There's the dish to Butler. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Felton with the ball. 12 points for him. And stolen by Freak.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And that one's good. Shumpert.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Outside, Felton. And the pass to Portis. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Felton's got his 5th assist in this one. The Cavaliers trailing. James kicks to Freak. A three-pointer, no good.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And it's good. 1-2 contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. So Noah will now go to the free throw line. That's on LeBron James. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. Derrick Rose is checked in for Chicago. And here are the Bulls now. Butler kicks it to Noah. To the left wing. Rose passes to Noah. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yes, sir.
Noah's got 6.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Here's Freak. He's got 16. There's the triple. No good. Butler. The shot is off. And at the close of... Welcome back as we get rolling once more. And he commits the intentional foul. Gets the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. Taking a look at the Bulls. Butler teamed with Dunleavy on the perimeter. The big men are Gibson and Noah. And it's Rose in at the point. Udrich dishes to Freak. Trying his luck deep. The rebound by Gibson. Outside Felton. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9. He hits both from the stripe.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. That's good.
What a final quarter these guys are having from downtown, just burying the threes in bunches.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason not to. I mean, work that perimeter. It's going good for you. Work it until it stops.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean...
Well, congratulations.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Pau Gasol. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. His effort and intensity gave them the boost they needed. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening.